Friday, special teams is, you play Kansas City, mini bye. Shanahan's got to figure something out. These are going to lose your football games. That's why when Isaac Rindo, everybody was at the end of the game, smart enough to slide, to run clock. And I'm thinking to myself, no, score a touchdown. The last thing I need is on 4th down to try to kick a chip shot field goal if something goes awry on special teams. I wanted him to score.
Well, okay. I didn't see the postgame, the clarity of it. Did he get tripped? Because it looked like 21 grabbed him by the ankles, and then it ended up being a slide because of the way he was tackled, because he was running so hard, or did he intentionally go down?
It looked like he got tripped up, but Shanahan was like, here, I'll let Shanahan explain it after the game.
I didn't know.
Let's get the sound up.
Running the ball pretty well all day, when they're going to really commit.
Let's play it over.
I always feel like guys are close. We were running the ball pretty well all day, when they're going to really commit to stopping the run and try to get in those 8-man fronts. Got a good bounce read where we got outside, and usually when there's not 2 safeties there, which I don't think there were, you break them, and he's got the speed to do it. Said he's an eyelash slower than Raheem, and they had a pretty fast guy chasing him, but he said he wanted to give that to Juice, so it ended up working out well. Got to run more time off the clock.
Ended up working out well, but then later on he quipped, and he said, yeah, I don't believe him. I think he slid on purpose, because Garrido said, I wanted to give it to Juice, and Shanahan's like, nah, I don't believe you. He wanted him to score.
Yeah, I don't know. I watched it back so many times. I thought that the guy grabbed him. Who knows?
He tripped him up. I think it did have an effect on the tackle. There's questions about, it's just a theory that maybe he would slide. And I was like, that theory of him sliding, I don't want him doing that. Scored a touchdown.
You don't want the Brian Westbrook, we're not going to give you the ball. Okay, that's fine.
I don't want that. I want, because they still had 3 timeouts.
No, I
so then
you
settle for a field goal. What if they block it?
No,
Last thing I want to do is count on these special teams. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. But I do believe that there was a sequence in this game. End of the third quarter, Kenneth Walker scores a touchdown. They had like a 6-minute drive, Seattle does. They cut it to 23-17. And the Niners essentially go 3 and out. And it was like pressure, and they're feeling good. They punt the ball back, and it clearly hits the guy from Seattle in the thumb. I don't know what the sequence of replays, and then the NFL replay, a booth, and the officials and Amazon. I don't know what their justification was. I saw some tweets after the game. They botched it. The NFL botched it.
They completely botched it.
When the viewer at home on their couch sees that it hit the guy in the thumb, clearly the thumb is moving, the ball is changing, the direction of the ball is changing. It should have been Niner ball. It was clear cut. They had all the evidence in the world, and they're pointing the finger at Amazon saying we didn't see the feed that they had. How does that happen?
I don't know. And thankfully, the Niners were able to overcome it, which we wanted to see. We wanted to see the Niners face some adversity and win a tight game. Well, yesterday, it was starting to play out like the Rams and the Cardinals game, where you completely dominate the first half, the first 3 quarters. And yet Seattle's down 6, 23-17, with not 1 chance, but 2 chances to take a lead. And the Niners defense stiffened up and was able to force punts. But that play right there, where it clearly hits the thumb, clearly hits the finger, and the fact that they don't have that ability to see the replay that we got at home, something's up there. Well, I think the NFL was saving their referee's ass there, saying, let's just put it on. We don't have that technology. It's a national TV game, a primetime standalone game. It's on Amazon Prime. To not be able to have that camera angle, somebody's lying. Somebody's trying to cover somebody's ass yesterday in the league office. That's how I feel about it. No, that's unacceptable.
If that's a playoff game, if that's a week 15, 16, 17, 18 game going into the playoffs, it's magnified. These are jobs on the line. These are legacies on the line, careers on the line. Mm-hmm. It's a legacy game. But you get where I'm going. It's unacceptable. And so Nick Bosa, you're talking about, the defense stepped up. Nick Bosa, I wrote his name down 3 or 4 times on that very next drive. They get a stop. Cowings gets the punt and just falls again after getting tackled. The Niners kind of look ugly and stall out, and then the rookie steps up and makes a big play. But this middle of the fourth quarter, every Niner fan's thinking the same thing.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Do not blow this game. You're thinking we had a 16-0 lead. Are you kidding me? If it didn't cross your mind, I think you're fooling yourself.
No, it crossed everybody's mind. And I try to think as positive as possible. I told myself, they can't possibly lose this game. They've been in total control. But you had to figure that there was going to be a hairy moment or two in the second half because you're going to halftime up 16-3. And I'm thinking to myself, how's this game only 16-3?
I felt the same way. And
How? So they've got a lot of things to clean up, but you know what? To be able to force 2 straight punts, being up 23-17, with the crowd getting back into the game, then you get the big interception. That was huge. And not only that, you get the interception, you get a 1st and 10 at the Seattle 15. It's a predictable run to Patrick Taylor Jr. And you're thinking, here we go again with the red zone stuff. But on 3rd and 4, Purdy makes a great read. He finds Kittle. After Ayuk, as Shanahan mentioned after the game, Ayuk got doubled on the play. Yeah. They had 2 guys looking at number 11 to take that away on I think it was a drag route or a little. Yeah. He called it a lookie after the game. Lookie. I guess it was a little drag route or whatnot. But Kittle's right there, one-on-one. You get the touchdown. You go up 29-17. Life is good at 49 Atlantic again. But, however, the 2-point conversion play, you get the penalty, and you run it right up the gut behind Jake Brindle. That was a 2-point play.
And I wrote down, oh, my God, he was blasted. He got blasted. Blasted up the line. What's crazy about the Purdy play on that one, that touchdown, it was a beautiful play. Yep. It reminded me of the second baseman making when you reset your feet to throw to second base on a double play. He was looking at Ayuk, and I think he knew he wanted to go to George to kind of create some space, and he just kind of slung it in there. It was a great throw, great catch.
Great throw, great catch.
I think we underrate how difficult those tight window throws, punched in up against the goal line, and Purdy's so good at those.
He has a mustard on that football as well, and George Kittle makes a great catch. You convert the interception into a touchdown. You take advantage of a red zone opportunity. Wow, you convert a red zone opportunity to a touchdown. Go figure. So you go up 29-17. You don't get the 2-point conversion, but you go up 12, and you take a commanding lead. All right, you're listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMZ FM at HG1 San Francisco and Odyssey Sports Station, always live on the free Odyssey app. Interceptions from Mustafa and Renardo Green. Niners get interceptions from 2 rookies in the same game for the first time since December 24th in 1989. Wow. Johnny Jackson and Keith DeLong, the last pair of rookies to come up with a pick in the same game. That's right, the first time since 1989. Oh, I love it. Let's go to...
wait. Keith DeLong, what number?
Was he number 58
or
53?
58 was always Keena. Come on.
He is 59. 59.
Come on.
Damn it. I knew it was a 50.
Not bad. You know I love my white boy linebackers.
But I love Keith DeLong. What number was Johnny Jackson?
I don't know.
Johnny Jackson. What a blast for the pass. Let's go to Richie Rich in Richmond. Richie Rich, what's happening?
What's up, Richie Rich?
Oh, it's Livermore, dog. You know who it is, baby.
I see Richmond here. What up, Richie Rich?
I seen the new screen caller, so he wasn't used to it. My guy, happy Friday, baby. Happy Payday Friday,
it's
guys.
All good. Hey, Joe Hawks, he's in the building. He's in the building. Joe Hawks, stole him out.
I'm in the garbage truck, dog. I'm in the garbage truck roasting like, all right, I'm not going to call my guys this week. Dog, I'm fired up, right? Shasky, check me out, baby. I'm like you, man. I got my windows wide open. I got this big-ass 85-inch TV, right? So when I watch my game, the neighbors all know that Richie's watching the Niner game because I'm lit, right? So I'm sitting here. I got this Tito's and soda water in my hand, pacing on 3rd and 3, right? Because we have not been good on 3rd down, right? No. Dog, I want to know how you guys felt on this play because I damn near spilled my drink, the whole 9. So it's 3rd and 3. Geno drops back, dumps it off to Kenneth Walker III, and here comes Fred Badass Warner, split those guys, and just snapped his soul, bruh. He smacked them so hard, and that right there to me, I said, they're ready to play. I mean, how do you guys feel about that play? Was that play not sick?
I mean,
was that play not sick?
It was typical Fred Warner, and it was another splash play that you needed at that moment, at that time. And Fred Warner put on a DPOY performance once again on primetime television. I just wish he caught the interception. Because when they go tally up the votes at the end of the year, that's a play that may go against him, not making that interception. He was joking with Richard Sherman after the game about making that play. Sherman's like, you know what, the DPOY, you got to make that play. But that type of hit on the screenplay, getting through 2 blockers and making that play, that's all-time linebacker play.
When your back is up against the wall and your all-time legends come out and all make plays, Debo, Kittle, right? I mean, these are all-time legends, all-time Niner legends. Debo, Kittle, Warner, Bosa. The contributions of all the others just adds icing to the cake.
I mean, forcing a fumble, too, punching out a football. Come on.
Fred and that ball bounced right to the lineman.
I mean, come on, man. Fred Warner was all over the place. Let's go.
He moved so well. For having that ankle injury, Bonte, he moved so well.
He was back. This mini buy is going to do him justice, too. He may have shot it up.
Yeah, I was just going to say. Okay.
And do you see his face before the game? You see his face during the game?
Yeah.
You see his face next to Shanahan when he's giving the post-game speech? Warner was locked in. He's on a different level right now. He's fighting. He's competing against himself, it feels like.
And to close the loop, Keith DeLong, number 59, the last 2 rookies to get interceptions in the same game. And Johnny Jackson, number 40.
Johnny Jackson.
Played on the 88, 89, 90, 91 teams.
Yeah. Johnny Jackson, number 40. Wow. Last time 2 rookies came up with picks in the same game. 1989. Wow.
Fred Beasley,
Malik
number
Mustafa.
40.
And that's what we wanted to see.
Ken Willard.
That's what we wanted to see there. Young secondary playing well. And you know what? The Niners, you have to give them credit. Is all the people, we're not going to get calls today about moving in a different direction from the head coaching spot. One thing Shanahan doesn't get a lot of credit for, and John Lynch, they don't get a lot of credit for, they play their youngsters. And they develop, well, think about all these homegrown players on the 49ers right now. Homegrown talent that's helped you win division title after division title. But right now it's 7-11, and they're tied for first place in the NFC West. And how does it feel, Niner fans? We're giving out game balls. We got shameless shout out to 745. A lot coming up here.